and welcome to episode 14 of Duck Size Horses, the comedy podcast that answers questions that you put to us and that you've always wanted answered.
Well said.
I'm Jack Higgins.
I'm Nathan Herat.
And you join us for a question this month that split people down the middle.
It's been amazing.
Not literally, figuratively.
Figuratively.
Should point that out.
You should.
What is the question? We haven't even got to that bit.
We'll get on to that in a second. So
I'm excited.
You're ready to go. It's because we've had one of the closest polls we've ever had, haven't we? Which we'll get on to in a little second. But before then, some thank yous. So firstly, thank you to Natalie again for coming and talking about farts with us last month.
If you haven't checked it out already, I 100% recommend.
I do, yes. It's more entertaining than you may think
it's
on the subject matter.
It's like if lowbrow humour is your cup of tea, then boy, have we made a pot.
Yeah. We have brewed a strong one.
We've got an absolute earnful for you.
Yes, we have. But yeah, so thank you to Natalie for coming and hosting with us. We had a great laugh talking about flatulence. So yeah, check that out, as Jack says. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions, including the person who sent in the question for this month, who's won themselves a signed rubber duck. And who's it signed by, Jack?
It's signed by me.
And me.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Top drawer.
So, just before we get onto the question that was sent in this month by your sister, wasn't it?
It was.
Your sister sent in the question.
Congratulations, Rhiannon. I think it's the second duck she
Quite possibly, yeah.
No, in fact, it was her partner Pete who's got two ducks.
Well,
so
there are two ducks within the family, even if Rhiannon's
so she's been eyeing them up, obviously.
She has, yeah.
And thought, I need a piece of that.
She needs one for herself.
Yeah,
and she's got one. So congratulations. And we'll get on to her question in just a sec. But last bit of admin, scores on the doors, mate. It is currently Jack Higgins 7, Nathan Herat 6.
Oh.
Now, I know there will be some people that say it's episode 14 and that's only 7-6. But episode 12, we didn't have any scores for, did we?
No.
So that's why it's 7-6 now.
If you want to check out episode 12 as well, we did do that one live. There's a video of us. You can actually see us on that one.
You can see us. You can see DSH headquarters.
Wouldn't recommend that.
No.
Terrible.
Maybe don't watch it while you're eating.
We look terrible.
It's not our finest hour, is it, that one?
No, I watched it in front of the mirror. Mirror broke. Terrible.
Mate, you're better looking than that.
I've got a quick early question about mirrors.
Go on. It's not relevant, but go on.
No, going off on a tangent. I don't know why I've just thought of this.
Go on.
But, in space...
What a start, yes. Yes, I'm aware of space's work.
Telescopes in space?
Yes.
You know how the telescopes work? So light comes in and hits a mirror and then bounces off onto like a lens.
Yeah.
What if there's loads of vampires in space?
Nice. Strong.
You wouldn't be able to see them because all the light would be coming in and bouncing off a mirror onto the...
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Space vampires, I know.
Oh, you've put me on the spot there, mate. I reckon so. I reckon there'll be a space vampire.
Anyway.
And on that note...
we hope you enjoyed that.
Maybe if you've got any ideas, get in touch with us on that, on space vampires. # yes, # no on space vampires.
I don't think our spin-off is going to go too well.
It will go well. Shall I read the question?
Let's do it.
So before I ask you the question for this month from Rhiannon was, would you rather live in an ugly building with a beautiful view or a beautiful building with an ugly view? Now, before we give our answers, let's go to the polls and hear how it was decided by the people.
It's been split right down the middle. On Facebook at least anyway. On Twitter, it's 70-30 split.
Which way, mate? Which way?
In favour of a nasty view, but a lovely house.
Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, sorry, no, I've got
messed it
that
up.
wrong. What a strong start.
Try again.
So it's split it right down the middle. It's done a 70-30 split.
Yeah.
And it's in favour of a great house with an ugly view. I did get it right the first time.
You just like a little bit of... Yep, there you go. I'll confirm that is what the screen says.
Yep. Which is surprising.
That is surprising.
Even more surprising is we've split the vote right down the middle, 50-50 on Facebook.
We have. That's incredible, actually.
That's a first.
Yeah, we've never
we've
had a
never had one
50-50.
that close.
No.
We've had an almost sort of Brexit.
We've done a
one.
few Brexits, haven't we?
Yeah,
A couple of
48,
times.
52,
That's amazing.
which is still too close to call, I'd say.
Yeah,
But
it's a difficult one, that. But 50-50, that's brilliant.
yeah, so little shout out to the people who've
Yeah, go ahead,
got
mate.
involved. So shout out to Nimit and Luke and Robert, who've gone in favour of the Ugly House with a Great View, and
Nice.
Leanne, Chris and Daff, who've gone in favour of the Great House with the Ugly View. So
Nice.
yeah, that's
That's
So-
excellent. So, Higgins, are you ready for this,
I
mate?
am.
Here comes the question. Would you rather live in an ugly building with a beautiful view or a beautiful building with an ugly view? Off you go, sir.
I'm going to go with a ugly house, beautiful view.
Nice. Nice.
I think it's been said. So someone wrote into us and said almost the exact reason I was thinking. You can always spend some time doing up a house,
True. That's very true.
and you can always change your house to be beautiful to fit the landscape. And I don't think you'd get
Absolutely.
that bored
No.
doing that if you like.
Good
If you
point.
were working in a pretty dank and horrible room,
Yeah.
just look out the window. And go, no, that's nice.
Yeah.
It would calm you down a little bit. And then you
That's
could
very
go back
true.
to stripping wallpaper,
Yeah.
sweeping up cockroaches or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the day brings.
Yeah. So
That's a great
that's my
choice.
main reason. What about you? So
I've gone for the same, sir.
Same.
I've gone for an ugly building with a
So-
beautiful view.
it's fair to say because usually when we have a 50-50 split, that 50-50 split is just between me and
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, normally.
But we can discount everybody else.
Yeah, we can.
So nuts to everybody else. Why would you choose a great house and a?
Well, very similar to what you said, really. So I was thinking I'd pick the beautiful view and ugly building because no matter how ugly the building is, you're not really going to be looking at it, are you, majority of the time?
No.
Apart from when you're going and coming from the building.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it looks a bit shabby because you'll be inside and, like you said, there'll be a beautiful view to look at all the time,
Yeah.
which is quite calming and kind of
Also,
inspiring.
on the way to your house,
Yeah.
you'd be driving up and it'd be surrounded by this marvelous scenery.
That's
so
true.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You'd never really see it that much.
No. Also, it's a bit of a change of pace maybe, but I was thinking as a sort of resale value,
Mm-hmm.
houses with beautiful views, you can get sort of top price for that. Even if, I mean, obviously you'd have to do a bit of renovating to the outside
Yeah,
to
yeah.
initially get the sort of
I mean,
footfall through the
Keep it
door.
horrible inside,
Yeah.
but do it up nice.
Yeah, but make
Just
it
cover
sort
it in mirrors.
of- Make nice.
And it's a beautiful view all around. No one ever
Exactly.
has to look at it then.
Because people pay for a good view.
Yeah.
Because like if you take, for example, we're recording this in Bristol, and some of the flats and stuff on the waterfront aren't the most attractive buildings. No disrespect to anyone that maybe lives in them or is listening to the podcast
your
in
houses
this.
are terrible.
But they're not the most like eye-catching buildings, but they've got some stunning views of
True.
the waterfront and suspension bridge and etc.
Mhm.
And I imagine, as I say, the sort of resale price, if they were to sell them on, would be
Yeah.
quite substantial compared to a modern build with a crappy view.
Yeah. Where would you have your house?
Where
then?
would I- oh, yeah.
That's the big question.
I think it's difficult. I really wasn't sure.
Where would you pick? What would you like to look out on?
Am I allowed to 2 options?
Why not? I think I've got about 3 or 4.
I'm going to say, am I allowed to, and give you at least 3 or 4 options anyway.
Okay, cool.
So, firstly, I'd go for like a woodland view because I do like woods.
Yeah.
Or like western, but I know that's kind of arboretum.
You could have like a tree house.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
if
a-
you think about it, tree houses are pretty terrible.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
squalid living conditions.
incredible views. Maybe
Yeah.
a tree house. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of my options.
You do get a rope swing as well, so
And I love a rope swing. I
Mm.
do love a rope swing. Or I was thinking I would pick the Pembrokeshire coast because that's a
Nice.
very
Yeah,
nice
lovely.
coastline.
lovely.
And I say we as a family. Mum's got a beach that we've called like Mum's Secret Beach,
Ah.
which isn't secret at all because it's part of the coastal path that people can just walk to anyway. So it's not secret, but we refer to it as secret, and it's a proper kind of what I think a beach should be. So kind of rock, sand, no touristy
Yeah, yeah.
candy floss gump. It's a proper beach.
Probably a little hidden gem.
Yeah, and I'd want a house that looks at that, but that would involve basically building on a coastal path to get that view because it's quite secluded.
Well,
But
you could do that.
I suppose so. But then that would spoil the view for somebody else.
True.
Because that
But-
could make somebody else's nice view ugly because they'd be looking at my house.
Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, they would be the views I'd go for.
Ah,
What about
lovely.
you? What have you thought for your views?
See, I similar. I do love the coast. I think somewhere in Devon.
Nice. That's a good coast.
Lovely, like crashing waves against rocks. Somewhere like that where I can just look out and be like, yeah, and just being able to go out and just hear it as well.
Yeah,
which is
that's
nice.
true.
Or somewhere up in like the mountains. Like
Nice.
Been up in and around the Alps a few times.
Have
and,
you?
Yeah, been to the Rocky Mountains, and there's, I don't know, you just get blown away by the actual like size
Yeah.
of everything.
The scale of
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
you keep looking up, and you're still looking at mountain. And
Yeah.
like, it's not until you actually like craned your neck back all the way
Yeah.
that yeah.
Would
see
you
the
want
top of
would
it
you want a view of the entire mountain, or would you want your house based
right at the top?
either at the top, at the top, or halfway up the mountain, or
I
would you like
think-
to look out over mountains, or just
I think sort of halfway up,
yeah,
up like a tall one, so you could look over some sort of like smaller kind of
yeah,
foothills.
nice,
Uh,
nice.
That's mountain slang.
You've got all the terms.
Yeah. Skis.
Yeah.
And sleds.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is a dream.
That's the extent. No, yeah. So yeah, sort of slightly halfway up. Then if I wanted to go a little bit
Yeah.
higher, it's only up the road.
True.
The only problem I do have
Yeah.
with living somewhere scenic is they're scenic for a reason, because
Yeah.
there's not
An
a
awful
l-
lot there.
Yeah, not a lot
Amenities.
about no. I mean, if you wanted to say like just pop to the shop,
Oh,
it's-
that's true.
you've got to make a whole day of it.
You have, yeah. Plus, that's a hell of a like Domino's delivery.
Yeah, exactly.
If they ask where you are and it's halfway up Ben Nevis, that's
Whereas
not gonna...
if you lived in like a great house with a terrible view,
yeah.
I don't know, what would be the worst view for you?
I'm not a fan of a car park, like the sort of NCP.
Yeah.
Is it NCP? I
Yeah,
get them
yeah.
confused with
Yeah.
an SPCC.
No. Yeah, so one's a car park, one's the charity.
Yeah, I get them confused, which it can
I
be a
haven't
disaster.
clarified either. But
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not a big fan of those kind of NCP multi-layered car park.
I've
type things.
lived opposite a car park. My
Yeah, have
bedroom
you?
window looked out directly
Was it
on
grim?
a big car park.
Was it a grim view? 'Cause I don't
was,
imagine it changes much.
it was,
in
it
terms
was
of-
slightly uninspiring.
Yeah, only
But-
slightly.
Yeah, I mean, and this goes back into it like
Yeah.
being sort of situated a little bit more. It was right next door to like a little corner shop.
Oh, so yeah,
If I needed anything, it was right there.
yeah,
It was also, and this is why it kind of made it a little bit ugly. It was right next to the
corner shop.
corner shop.
That's the phone. We'll ignore that. I think it's done. Thank you to whoever that was who called.
We'll take phone-ins at a different time.
Yeah, thank you for that. Will there?
So yeah, no, right next to the corner shop
Yeah.
was a taxi rank, which on a Friday and Saturday night, around sort of like 2 or 3 in the morning, you get all the dregs
Oh,
pouring
yeah.
out from the clubs,
Oh dear.
which was sometimes entertaining, sometimes quite a hindrance.
Yeah.
So you'd wake up in the middle of the night to hear people shouting. There'd be people scrapping in the car park, or people
Oh,
thrown up in the car park.
That's not
and
particularly classy,
people,
is it?
People weeing in a car park.
Oh,
So yeah.
yeah, that is a
I
quite
agree.
ugly view. Yeah. What's an ugly view for you? I mean, I know you've sort of
Yeah,
said
I
the
mean,
car
yeah.
park, but
That or like literally the back of somebody else's house.
yeah, that's a good
So
one.
like look out and it's like just wall.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty grim.
That's quite
But
grim.
again, you'd have some convenience there because
Yeah.
if there's more people around, there's more shops around. There's more
yeah, that's true.
more sort of like entertainment things, like
Yeah.
cinemas and bowling alleys.
True.
So I think it's city or country, really, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's-
Wilderness or
Or not wilderness.
yeah. So I don't know. There's merits to living in a great house. Plus,
Yeah.
you'd live in like a big old palace, so
True.
you could have people round. You could do a lot of entertaining.
Yeah, but you could do that with a nice view, though, couldn't you? Because
Yeah.
people would want to come and see the view.
See, now this is what I was also kind of thinking about. If you had a great house, would that also give you a big, like a nice big garden? Or
Oh,
would that, because like it's nice to look out on a garden, isn't
it
it?
is. It is.
Like when you sort of look out, would that like constitute as a kind of view?
That's a good question.
I think it would have to be like big,
it would have to be
but
quite a
spoiled
sizable
in some way.
Yeah.
So, nice, but like big,
Not-
like
yeah.
yeah. So really nice and lovely, but not that good to look at.
Yeah. Not sort of particularly. Not like the
maybe
Chelsea
kind of,
Flower
yeah,
Show. Type.
maybe kind of like bricked in, surrounded by other houses.
Yeah.
So like a little bit of sunlight,
But not.
loads of space.
But not a lot growing really.
Nah, well, still things growing.
Oh,
think.
right,
Like,
okay.
so not like completely blocked off, but like you couldn't really.
But it kind of
Yeah.
overlooked.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know. So yeah,
Yeah, I think another point that I meant to make earlier on, and I shall make now, is with an ugly building, I feel like, or an ugly home, are you less likely to be broken into if the house doesn't look appealing?
there is that.
Because I feel like if it's a sort of mansion or a really modern, appealing building, you're going to attract people to want to break in.
Yeah, people walk past. And
Yeah, and
there's
think,
a
well,
telly in there.
they've got
Or-
wealth. Whereas
yeah.
if they look at it and think, well, that's a shack, they're probably not going to go in.
But if you had a big kind of mansion, you'd
Security.
expect. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hmm.
May have shot myself in the foot there,
That's okay.
metaphorically. But
It's alright. We're both on the same page.
We are,
We're
yeah.
trying to swing for this
I'm trying to go
this
for
absolute hole.
it. Yeah, absolute
in-
dive of
yeah.
a place.
No, I think that living somewhere more beautiful it'd just make you feel a lot happier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And you'd never. Oh, I don't think I could ever get bored of looking at the sea.
No,
And
that's very true.
I can get quite bored quite easily being indoors.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Um,
true.
And if you live in a nice place, like surrounded by things, you can go on nice walks. You
Yeah.
can kick a football around in like your ever expansive garden. Oh, the Highlands. The Highlands would be a nice place.
the Highlands, that's a great choice.
I've never been.
No.
I've seen it in films.
Same.
But yeah, that'd be
Lake District.
yes.
That's another one. I've never been. I've seen it in films. Swallows and Amazons, I think, was filmed there.
Yeah. There's loads of places.
So, yeah, the possibilities are endless.
We're going to give people ideas. People are going to start moving there. And
Yeah.
then it's going to become less nice.
So many good places. So many good places.
Choices are endless. Or you could, if you wanted to, live on the moon.
I suppose, yeah, but it's not a great view, is it?
Well, you'd have the view of space, and you'd have a view of Earth, and
Yeah, but there's not, like... The view of Earth would be nice, but space in general is just dark.
yeah, it'd be
It's
a
not
pretty
a-
terrible like living conditions, I imagine as well,
Yeah.
because like you'd have to, like it's pretty much sort of stay where you are,
Yeah.
and survive kind of thing. But the view would be great.
It's rare I get to make the same point twice in a podcast, but also, living on the moon is a hell of a Domino's order if they've got to bring it to the moon.
I reckon they could do it. Did you know like Domino's this week has like started like filling in potholes?
Really?
Yeah,
Domino's has?
yeah.
What, have they filled it in with dough or just like...
No,
actually-
like actual like tarmac. They've even putting like the Domino's logo
Oh,
on
right.
top of things.
Nice.
So their delivery drivers can drive on roads
Nice.
easier.
That's a great bit
Yeah.
of knowledge you've shown there, sir.
I just thought of another place,
Go on.
and it ties into something we were talking
Oh.
with outside of a podcast with our microphones down.
Pre-recording.
So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We've been trying to tap into the South American markets.
Yes, we have.
On our website, it gives like a little list of like countries where people have like checked in from.
Yeah.
And we're over the moon, completely chuffed to say that we've been our website's been looked at and been Googled and like
Viewed and
and
stuff.
that people have enjoyed it on every continent
Yes.
apart from South America.
South America has
So
yet to enjoy it.
I'm gonna drop in a little place
Go on.
that I'd like to have a house. And I'm going to big up the South American
Here we go.
country of Bolivia.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
beautiful country.
Yes.
Again, never been.
No.
Seen it on films. The salt flats of Bolivia.
Yeah.
You ever seen that where like
Yeah.
it was like
I think it was on Top Gear.
yeah, there's like a thin layer of water
Yeah.
and it reflects like the sky, and because like the sky is really clear, there's no
Yeah.
like pollution or anything around.
Amazing.
It looks incredible. So well done, Bolivia.
Yeah,
well done,
Bolivia.
well done, South America, for
Nice.
having Bolivia.
Shameless. That
Yeah.
was shameless to get in their good books.
Other countries, we'll try.
Yeah.
I suppose what we haven't really been like looked at on Antarctica. But
Yeah,
there's
but I mean, let's be honest.
kind of a lack of people there.
Yeah, there's a lack of people, but we've mentioned penguins enough.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
we've done our bit there. Arctic, we haven't. We need to work on that a bit, don't
It's
we?
not a continent though.
Is it not? Oh,
No,
I am sorry.
It's the Arctic Circle.
Oh, of course.
So it's, and then, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so
it's
we're all right.
yeah, we're fine.
Oh, we're fine in that case.
Yeah.
We've met our Arctic quota.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sold. Perfect.
We've done the Arctic roll.
Yeah. Arctic roll.
Yeah, you couldn't get that on the salt flats of
No.
Bolivia. Arctic roll.
No, you can't. What would you build a house out of on the salt flats in Bolivia? Would you have to be careful of how far you dug down, though? That's what I'm thinking in terms of foundations.
Well,
Because could you crack it?
I don't think you wouldn't have to build a house. I don't think. I think.
Oh, you could just have a view of
yeah,
it.
because yeah,
Of course,
it's,
yeah.
you just got the view, so you're already moving into one.
Yeah.
So it's already pre-existing. So
You're not- yeah.
I'm thinking there must be like a shed somewhere. Like,
You know when you said you wanted to get in the good books of South America?
yeah, or
I think describing their houses as a shed may not be the way to
maybe,
go.
maybe. But you know, like you see it in like pictures of like coastal scenery. And,
True, yeah.
like in the Highlands, there's always a random shed
There is,
just
yeah.
poked somewhere.
Like Mr. Bean's holiday, that
Yeah.
kind of shed.
Yeah,
randomly.
I don't think anybody owns them. I just
No.
think they're there.
They're just the world shed.
Yeah.
Anyone's shed.
Now I'm thinking about what's in them.
What?
And what earthly business anybody would ever have
What
to
to
keep,
keep a shed?
Yeah.
It's got to be for tools, hasn't it?
out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, yeah. There's always a time when you think I really could do with a hammer. That's what the shed's there. Surely that's a shed.
But surely you'd be doing that like at a job.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, good point.
Like,
Maybe it's a toilet.
could be.
Everyone needs a toilet, don't they?
They do. They do. And you don't want to make the landscape horrible.
No, you don't. That's not a pretty view. Seeing
And
someone go
if
to
you
the
had
toilet.
if you had like teleport farts as well,
Yeah.
then
Oh, here we go.
you could end up like just nip into this little
Shed.
bathroom,
Yeah.
this little shed, drop a guff, and you'd be back in
You'd
like
be off.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
a maybe another lovely part of the world.
That is a thought.
There's something to mull over.
That is something to mull over.
So yeah,
Right, so we normally at this point, we decide who's won, but we've both gone the same way.
yeah,
So I'm inclined to go a point apiece.
point apiece.
Point apiece.
We're going to shake on it as well.
Shake on it. No,
Oh,
we've
oh,
chose the wrong hands. What a mess. There we go.
I almost swapped microphone in my other hand as well.
Right, so that's very exciting.
It's very rare that we
We haven't agreed in about 9
6
months.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
it's like I said, divisive
Yes.
podcast.
Yes.
This month.
It is. We're on the same page. It feels very good.
Yeah,
So the scores are now 8-7 to you. You've kept your lead.
I think I could do this all the time. We'll just keep it going.
Yeah, I
keep
think
it
we'll
going
just
till we
agree.
run out of questions. Keep agreeing.
It is a nice feeling.
So if you would like to get involved, and
Yes.
send us in a question for episode 15, then you can do so.
Yes.
How?
So you can tweet your question to us at DSH Podcast. You can post it on our Facebook page, Duck Sized Horses. You can email us at ducksizedhorsespodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out our website, www.ducksizedhorsespodcast.com, to find other episodes, to get inspiration for the competition, which Jack will tell you about in a second. Catch up on other episodes. Just use it however you want, really. We do love hearing from you, don't we, Jack? We say it every month.
Yeah.
We really do.
fantastic.
So, Jack.
Especially if you're from South America.
Yes, if you're from South America, get in touch. If you've got a view on space vampires, get in touch.
Or have any recommendations on
Yeah.
where we can pitch up and
Yeah.
start living.
If you want to call us, you can't, but thank you anyway. Yes, and if you want to get involved in the competition, or you don't know what the competition is, Jack's your man to tell you.
So, you can win a signed rubber duck signed by me.
And me, terrible time to take a drink.
Sorry. You can get your hands on a signed rubber duck by sending us in a photo of a duck or a horse, or you can send us in a suggestion for a question.
Yep.
So, for example, if you send us in a question suggestion for episode 15, if that gets used, if that gets generated out by the magic spreadsheet of wonder,
Yep.
then a duck will be on its way to you.
It will.
So yes, please get in touch. Send us your photos. Send us your videos. Or I'm gonna throw another one in.
Go on.
Maybe like a duck or a horse related joke.
Yes, we'll accept that. That's a nice little twist. So if
Yeah.
you've got a joke, and also as we've said before, the pictures don't necessarily have to be a literal duck or horse. We have accepted
could be-
toilet duck.
Yeah, could
Closed
be
horse.
somebody ducking.
Nice. I like your thinking. So
Yeah,
it really
like
is.
crouching underneath something.
There's a lot of opportunity there around horses and
We've
ducks.
got a lot of ducks to get rid of.
We have. So yes.
and Bobby can't keep winning them all.
No, that's a little clue to this month's winner.
Congratulations to Bobby.
To Bobby. Is that? I think that's his 5th duck.
I think so. Yeah.
5 ducks he's won. We'll put the picture that he sent us up on the website.
I'm flabbergasted where
I know, it's incredible how he
keeps finding
finds
them all.
these. But yeah, so you can get inspiration from Bobby's picture, which will be on our website for the whole month up until we find another winner, which could well be Bobby next month. But yeah, so send those pictures once you've taken them to Twitter, as I say, at DSH Podcast, our Facebook page, Duck Sized Horses. You can email them to ducksizedhorsespodcast@gmail.com. And if
Perfect.
we pick your picture, you'll get a duck.
Lovely. I don't think there's much
No,
more to
I don't
say.
think we can add anything to
we
that.
Yeah, we need to probably put our microphones down and plan rocking up to a shack somewhere.
I think so. I think we're off to Bolivia.
Lovely. See you
See
there.
you next month.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
This podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or BritpodScene on Twitter to find out more.